getting that. I've still got 2 570 pieces.
Alright, there it goes. It's actually up and running. Sick. Okay. Let me just set up the stream so we can check when we suck.
The big suck.
Everybody watch the video already, or is anyone going in blind?
I'm blind on the video, but I read your notes.
Same.
I'm blind.
But he doesn't actually mean blind as in terms of the content he actually can't see.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
what I
your
figured.
your execution is pretty impressive when you can't see.
Yeah, honestly, very impressive
He was able to interpret the shadows on
For a blind guy.
For a blind guy.
for a blind guy. It's alright, we can say whatever we want about him. He's colorblind. Can't hear us.
Oh yeah, no, you're not blind, right?
I'm the one who posted the video.
Right, yeah. But I was just making sure. I mean, maybe he posted didn't watch, but
Oh, I got this.
because I watched Xenos' POV and he was on Warrior. I mean, he just
Okay.
home gained the tank swaps, I think. Well, we always just took it back at least because Warrior privilege. Healing OP or something.
I don't think the like the Vuln lasts very long. I'm not sure why.
Well, so it's like I think I saw Immune the first, and then like they had a black or a dark
Life.
knife, so he wasn't actually popping cooldowns on the tank swaps either.
I just realized I didn't unlock this thing. Would I go to unlock it again?
It's Labyrinthos, Aporios.
Is it a Porius or is it a Porus?
I'm in the same boat. I'm a big dummy.
Yep.
Where do I?
Is in Aporia? Not in,
Porius.
No, it is Aporia. Yeah,
I-
the one close to the center.
This wouldn't be proper rating if we didn't have, like, internet problems and people who forgot to unlock things. Fuzzy.
So we're forever waiting.
We are garbage.
I mean, we're not going for world first right now. Shocked.
We'd have to do some time travel bullshit, my man.
Hey, time zones.
That
are a
was
thing.
like 3
I think it might work
expansions
out.
ago.
Hey, there's been
We-
time travel every expansion.
Every expansion?
I think so.
Oh, there's a cutscene?
It's just like them being like, "There's
Garbage
books.
can,
Read some
not
books. Let
garbage
me
cans."
exaggerate your stories."
Well, okay. In a sense. I mean, you're not
Blah,
actually
blah,
going back
blah.
in time. You're just experiencing something
Blah
like
blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Hello, elf. All I'm as you say.
No, there's in
Crystals,
Heaven's Word.
you
There's
say.
Alexander. I don't remember Stormblood. There's Shadowbringers.
I don't know what you guys are
time
talking
travel,
about.
and
I
this
just
one
want
there's
hard
Elpis.
content. Let's
So
go.
I guess Stormblood doesn't have time travel.
that. Oh wait, damn, you're right. They love time travel, don't they?
Yep. And what's really entertaining is that they seem to work differently every time. But like whatever.
I just
They're
need
internally
money.
consistent to each plot beat.
Yeah.
See, we didn't change the future this time because we were actually part of the past. You see.
Well, right.
Yeah, I
mean,
think it's like
it always,
yeah.
there wasn't a reality where we ever didn't time travel.
No, I haven't unlocked it yet.
Yeah, I think both of the travel to the past time travels have been consistent, like self-fulfilling time loops, right? There hasn't been any like. It's been sort of.
Graha is not a time loop. He is a straight up rewrote
Your ideas
reality.
are intriguing to
Well,
me.
didn't he go sort of like into the future, not really back?
Yeah,
Forward
but
and
the
back?
future, the future he went to is he lived through the Eighth Emerald Calamity,
Oh, man.
came back to the first to stop the Eighth Emerald Calamity ever happening. That's not a time loop.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
I am now Reggie.
Yeah, but then he died, and so did everyone else in that reality. So that reality just doesn't exist. So it kind of fixes itself, you know.
No, they didn't. If you would have read the lore when
No,
we
they're all
ran
dead.
it
They're all
together.
dead. They're all dead.
No, they literally lived.
Like there's like a little short story about them like being led by Midgard and Somer as like a Christ figure. It's crazy.
Uncultured.
No, it just sounds like religious BS to me. No, they're just trying to sell you something. It's a cult. I tell you. There's no such thing as alternate realities. I refuse.
So first we're gonna need to talk about alternate dimensions. That's how you get half an A press.
Hey.
Wait, that bird is
Get
medium?
that?
Spoilers.
Yes. Yes, you ding dong.
Damn cutscene skipper.
You're such a butt.
I knew that, but I didn't know, like, I thought that was just a blue bird. I didn't know that,
Yes.
like, you just enslave me. I'm like, hey, you're on my shoulder now.
We bring them home. No one left behind. Let's go, Eric.
I get it now. Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
So where do you get it from? What content do you get it from then?
The last dungeon in the main story quest.
That makes sense.
Dead ends. I think it's like a 5% drop or something like that. Not great.
We're back. Well, I'm back.
Like, if you really need to farm it, you can do it using trusts. You know,
Yeah.
if you're bad.
Bad.
I'm not entirely sure I understand the debuffs, but I guess maybe we'll see what happens when we get slapped by them a few times.
So
Yeah.
it's clock spots, then it's middle, then it's go wherever you need to go.
Let me summon my dweebs.
Right?
For debuffs, no, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe it's just
For
tanks.
Ethereal Shackle, for
Oh,
we're checking
yeah.
the Ethereal Shackles is the debuffs, red and purple.
Yeah.
And so basically, the guy that has the red one, he has to stand close to 3 people. The 4 of them, debuff person and the 3 close people, will each get a splash damage around them. They can't be
Alright.
stacked; they just have to be close together. And
Oh,
then
shoot, I
the
forgot to
person
turn
with the
on buffs.
purple debuff has to be far away from 3 other people, because the 3 furthest characters will also be targeted with splashes, as well as him. So that way, each player in the party, all 8, will be targeted by exactly 1 mechanic. If they get 2, they just die. So the way it's going to work, I cannot promise you that these markers are right, but I'm pretty sure there's 3 people on this A, B, C, and then the person with the purple marker needs to stand here on D, and then the red debuff goes on 1, and then it's like the other people have to stand
That's my
like that. and a
2.29,
little
that's
close
respectable.
behind. I think that's how that works.
respectable.
And I believe the way it usually was working during people's prog was sort of loosey-goosey, whereby, in theory, the main tank and the 2 healers are the ones way out there on the ABC.
Absolutely.
But the problem with that is that it's not always. There's a chance that one of the healers or the main tank gets one of the debuff and has to come run back, in which case one of the ranged physicals has to flex.
Not me, Pog.
So I guess we can just declare one of them. And potentially you could need both of them to flex. It's kind of a weird... There's like no easy, simple solution that works every time, because it can be literally anyone gets the debuffs. It could be both tanks, it could be healer tank, could be just random DPS, could be anything.
You mean I might have to do a mechanic?
Mm-hmm.
So to reiterate, purple debuff on D, red debuff
Yep.
on 1.
Okay. That I can
Yes,
do.
that's correct.
Okay. Easy enough.
Do we need clock spots for this one?
Yes, we do. So clock spots just kind of... We can't really do it on D. So,
Yeah, we can't do it on 1 either, we'll get hit.
alright, here.
Oh yeah, the
there's that.
Gerspogel thing.
Yeah, so that's going to be for the elemental thing. So does everyone know their usual clock spot? We all good with that? Alright.
So,
I think that's right. Okay.
alright, we got clock spots, and again, red is 1, purple is D.
Yep.
So how
Anything
we-
else we need to know, or just get this?
The other thing, the main mechanic that he is repeating throughout the entire encounter is his weapons, which he pulls out. You remember that in normal he pulls out like the spiked chain, and he just does it on one side, spins it up, and damages that side. In this time, he has 3 different weapons. The first one is the spiked chain, and that's very similar to how it was in normal. The safe spot is just smaller, so now it's not 80 degrees, it's more like 270. There's just like a Pac-Man slice of safety on the opposite side from the weapon. The other options are a flail head, so a spiked ball, and that's a point-blank, just point-blank circle under him of damage. And the other option is he has like a disc at the end of a chain, and that is a donut, so you need to be under. At the beginning of the fight, he will always do either just 2 blade chains, so you just go left and then right, or right and then left, or he will do a donut and a point blank. Later in the fight, after I think the first colored circle, that part with like the different colored segments of the floor, I think after that he will start intermixing the point blanks, the donuts, and the left rights, so that all of them will be going on at once. Alright, I think that's everything. Should we throw our bodies against the wall?
Where did the melee and off tank go for the red purple thing?
So the main tank is theoretically on B, though he might have to move for a debuff. The off tank is with one of the DPS. I mean, with like in this little mass with the 2, 3, 4, 1, unless they have a debuff. So.
Okay, it doesn't necessarily matter. Well, wait.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Isn't there a slight spread you said?
No, for the debuff part, you should, if you're on your markers, assuming I placed them roughly correctly, you guys, it should be just good. Like, there shouldn't be any spreading other than that required.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
But I think we should just try it and see how it goes.
Yeah. See these things. See exactly.
Right. And by the way, the very first thing that happens is a tank buster that does not require a swap. It's just a big bunch of damage.
Let's go.
Okay, ethereal chains are going out. So this will be the debuff. Look for your debuff. So we're gonna need a flexed ranged person. Oh yeah, there's a raid blade there. We need a flexed ranged person. Alright.
I lived.
So in that case, the will work on TA.
So be on the right, then left.
Oh, he makes us move.
Is right.
Oh, that is tight. That is a cone. Eric has been working out.
This is going to be a tank buster. This requires a swap, and this is a the other tank needs to stack with the rest of the party.
Oh, and it's about back.
Adios.
And we're dead.
Nice.
Oh, Eds is up.
Good start.
Keep going.
Good start.
So that is donut first. So under, then out. In, then out. In, then out.
Okay.
Up you get, Ez. Oh,
get
I don't
to
have
see
swift cast.
content.
That's a shame.
And that's a red white. Okay.
I covered you.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to be elementals. Yep, elemental stuff. So this is where we would be going into clock spots.
So if I didn't have the right colors for my
Correction.
clock spot,
Does not matter. The color is assigned by the first one to go up. So the first one's going to be the bottom one this time, and we all die because we need someone in every spot.
I see. Yeah, the description, I was like, I don't understand any of this at all, but now that I can see it.
I think sometimes the tanks have to switch positions. Like, sometimes you go where you're at, then you go mid, then you go back to where you're at. Sometimes you go where you're at, mid, then across the room.
So there are apparently some cursed patterns where, like, there's just no easy solution. And I'll be honest, I do not understand people's solutions. It involves like 3 people shifting around. As far as I can tell, all of the streamers just beat their head against it until they got a good pattern. Which is a bit of a cursed solution, but it is what it is. And I think we should just... Does anyone have any questions, or should we just go again?
I have a question. Can you explain what we do with that very first mechanic again with the purple and the red?
Absolutely. So the purple debuff will target the 3 furthest characters away from him. So he's standing on D, and that means he's going to target the 3 people that are in the back of the room, because they're the 3 furthest possible targets. Meanwhile, the red debuff is going to target the 3 closest players to him. So if he's standing on one, the 3 closest people should be on 2, 3, and 4.
G.
And
4.
that
It's
is
a G.
the entirety of the mechanic. If you don't have a debuff, you're just standing on your marker and you're just wailing on the boss. Now, the only problem that occurs is that normally it is the main tank and the 2 healers that are out on A, B, and C far away. And if one of them gets the debuff, that means someone has to flex out to become one of the furthest people out. And the easy solution for that are the physical range, so either Lena or Greg. Does that make sense?
What are our markers for that? It's like staying on their markers.
Yeah, so we didn't hard assign the DPS, but it's just the 2 healers and the main tank are out on the edges of the room. I assume you're going to be in the middle on B, and because it's our clock sides, I assume I will be on C, and I assume Ez will be on A, but it really doesn't matter. We have a lot of time to adjust if one person just goes to one of the other markers. Like, you have a solid, I think, 8 seconds to adjust. Like, it's really long.
I was like really fast with
So
the
as long
fight,
as
so I
everyone's
barely
just
got
on a
to use
different
melee
line,
lines.
that's all really no issue.
Yeah, the marker positions aren't super important. All that matters is that certain people are close to one of the debuffs, certain people are far away from the debuffs, and they're not stacked. That's all that really matters.
So if I don't get a debuff, it's
So
fine.
if
but
someone
I
near
do
you
get a
has
debuff,
purple, you want to be near them?
So if someone has the purple debuff, they should be standing on D, and ideally you will not be close to.
You don't really want to be close to anybody because of the splash.
Yeah, if you're too close, then you're just gonna kill each other. But in theory, like there are 8 markers in the ground, and 1 person should be on every marker. That's kind of it.
Okay.
So purple's on Delta, and then red goes where?
Red debuff goes on 1.
On the one. Okay.
Look at that, the colors line up. We're so
And
smart.
I may have
It-
if we stand on everything correctly and the chains don't quite work, that means that I just put the markers very slightly off. We might need 1, 2, 3, and 4 to be very slightly further north, but we'll find out.
Ooh.
All right, let's just go.
Alright, and then I can invuln the second tank buster.
Okay.
The
Big
one we
50
swap
buff.
for?
Yeah, so we don't need to swap.
Okay.
So we can
If
just
that-
keep our position.
If that happens, you are going to be the one. If you do not swap, you will be the one that the mechanic goes on, either a flare or a stack. So if it is not Grace, the other one, the Grace is the stack. You'll also need to knock back immune so you can get to us in time.
Well, I won't. If the stack marker's on me, I can invuln it, and I'll
Good
just
point.
take it all.
All right,
Okay.
easy enough. Let's give it a go.
And then if I had the flare, I'll just be far away anyway.
Yeah, I think you get knocked into one of the northern corners and you'll be good.
Yeah. I'll just position
Yeah,
myself
sure,
in like a
cancels that out.
diagonal inside the boss, and yeah.
That's nice. 100% bad mage. Oops. See, already screwed up.
Watch for debuffs. This is going to be a raid wide. Move the markers. And it looks like our markers are slightly off. Phrasing. So it's in, then out. Out. And you can be at max melee for this mode.
Ooh, look at this horrible beeps.
So that's the stack one. So left, then right. Go. Okay, get ready for clock spots. This is a raid wide.
Could be the meme.
There's clock spots. Okay, you cannot be in your clock spot for this one. You have to be north, south, or middle.
Oh, that takes a while. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That is really slow.
Raid wide.
Wait, what was that?
The second one hadn't done
Okay.
hard yet.
The second one has like a huge delay.
Yeah. So the way it works is that he will cast a raid wide, and then the raid wide will go off, and then a couple of beats later, then the second soak goes off.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I ran back after the raid wide. I
Yep.
thought that was it.
So, Gnome, did you have blue, red, blue?
Yeah, I think so.
So
Blue,
I think
yeah, blue, red, blue.
I had blue, blue, blue. So fuck. I think what we have. Well, the second one doesn't matter. The second one always goes off and it doesn't matter, right? So it would have just really been blue and blue for me, and then blue and blue for you. Is that the case?
So the first one you would be in your square. Then for the second one, if you had blue, 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 you would go to the south for the. You would go to the opposite side, which should have fire going off second. That'll switch you to fire for the. Then you return to your clock spot for blue.
Okay, so I never go middle in that case then.
I don't know about never. But in that
Well,
instance, you did not.
Yeah, I guess you go middle for if you have purple on your clock spot.
Oh.
So, yeah, and then, so yeah, when the purple spot to go off, that's when you're, when you go mid, and then you want to get hit, I guess, by the opposite color on the second one, or on the third one.
Then the priority list is stay where you are if you can, right? So if you
Well,
have,
it's always going to be the two tanks that get the purples are always all of the east and west.
okay.
Always.
Okay, so it's different for them. So everyone else, is purple always the second one?
Purple's always.
Yeah,
second.
purple will always be in the middle.
So basically, everyone goes to theirs. Then everyone on the sides is going to have purple, so they'll all go to the middle. Then for tanks, we just have to figure out whether we're going north, south, or mid.
We go to middle unless we have the same on top and bottom, but for you guys it'll be.
So
Okay.
it's if you have a sandwich, fire, purple, fire, you stand in the middle for the second soak. Or ice. Sorry, fire, purple, fire, you stand north, south. If it's different, then you
Yeah.
stand in the middle. You were correct. I was just brain.
Just to make sure I understood. So if you had a sandwich, blue, red, blue, then you can stand for still the whole time, right?
Yes.
For you, yes.
Okay. So yeah, it's just a matter of don't get hit for the same color twice. Don't stand on anything for group. That's it, right?
I think so.
Okay.
So wait, at which points do we have to have all 8 squares filled?
All of them.
The first and the third. The
Oh.
purples count as a person standing in them, so you need both north and south center stood in by at least one person during the second soak. But it is almost impossible that will not happen, I believe. We good?
It's bundling now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, let's actually do some DPS.
Oh, I'm gonna stop countdown. Because I forgot, we need to shift, I think,
Oh,
our
yeah.
markers.
I don't want to die again.
So I think the blue there.
So I've been taking the purple to D, but it seems to hit the people on 1, 2, 3?
That is why oh, no, you are probably getting tethered by 1 is the problem that's happening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't die.
Yo, I died at 1 was the problem there, but
I think that will more or less work.
Okay.
I think since I died at 1, that would mean that I was too close to 2 and 4, right? And they clipped me. Also, is 4 farther out than 2 is? I feel like it is.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit.
I'm just worried that, like, because yeah, I'm pretty sure that I died at 1 because I got clipped by 2 and 4. That would make the most sense, right?
1 because you got clipped by 2 and 4. Yeah.
I think
Probably.
they're farther away now, but I mean, is it possible to split them like 4 farther to the left and right? Just spread them a little bit. I think they'd still be in range of the boss.
The one danger is that they will get too far away from D, but I think it should be okay.
Yeah, I think in this case this works.
Geometry.
We'll do our best. Let's give it a go. I think we are wildly overdoing the distance for D, but whatever.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be some beautiful uptime pattern that will work eventually. But...
Normally this would be how pot goes.
Debuffs. There's going to be a raid wide, and then we can move.
We have something wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong there, but I'm not quite sure what. So that's under, then out.
Press T, look at that mess.
That's the stack one again, by the way.
We're already choosing things.
It's right, then left.
I already messed up and dropped. It's okay, we're still learning.
Raid wide. Flux.
I stay in mine.
I think I'm gonna have to swap this in.
Second soak now. Isn't Mary.
How did I die?
I have to swap.
I
other
did it
people.
again.
I'm ready to take mid and south.
Then we could die here because we don't have enough people.
Yeah, we did. Oh,
Alright, that's frog.
I don't know what.
oh yeah. In that case, I just think that you just have to call.
That's
hey, I need
flare.
to provoke. Give me a break. No, it was still yeah. It works. Wait, did that work? That's better.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess you broke there. But yeah, I guess for that one, I guess I'll just use more cooldowns, and I should revive it. But yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, I don't because I get a bone when I get hit by that. Hold on, let me see something.
So that is under, then out, staying on blue the whole time.
Is it out? It looks like a blade.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, there's the other side. I'm dumb. I'm just happy to have seen this much.
Just gonna.
Okay, that's the flare.
Oh, okay, I was on
Well, you're gonna get knocked back.
Right.
Alright, well, I'm gonna flare up. Bye.
Okay, yeah, so I did miss the provoke then, I think. 'Cause we shouldn't have gotten the kill, right?
Do you have the link to the stream just so I can see the?
It should
the
be in our
bottom?
chat.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the idea is that if you do this tank swap, then the second tank doesn't have anything to do with it. Or the first tank doesn't have anything to do with the first tank.
Yeah, I think you provoke during the cast.
You do,
There,
and you should
whichever.
be hit by the flare or stack, but no other damage.
Alright, so if we do the tank swap right, he gets knocked back, I take the flare or stack. And then with the flare, I guess I just come to the back corner like this, right? Because at that, well,
Yeah, I would maybe I would try to go north, maybe,
yeah.
or as far away from the party as possible. I don't know.
And I think the idea would be that like you would poke back immediately after your debuff floor is off.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Hopefully that keeps him in position. But yeah,
I think
that's
I might
good.
just. Sorry, go on.
No, I think we got it.
I think I just did the colors swapped from my memory from my notes because looking at the
Yeah, the diagram is backwards.
thing. Yeah, the diagram is backwards because I was just transposing it by memory instead of actually reading the notes. Yeah, red deals splash damage, so we just need to swap one.
Right,
and
red goes back,
something like that.
purple goes forward. So I think we just swap one and V then the colors.
That's all we do. Yep. I am a smart man.
I see. I was reading it and I saw that, but I'm like, no, I have it backwards. I didn't even think to.
So red is in the back, right?
People who
Then
paid for dancing emotes.
purple is up closer.
Let's go.
So glad I took careful notes at 3 a.m. last night. Let's go again.
We are so ready.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to just get knocked into a corner, but I don't know how soon you can poke back, but it should work out. Obviously moving the boss is really bad because it changes where all his abilities go.
I think it would be better to just
all more
use the.
different.
I think this is gonna be better.
Watch the debuff. We're gonna need 2 flexes. Raid white first. Go to spots.
Almost.
What happened to Koa there? Left then right.
Yeah, I caught in no splash.
With casting 3.
I got it.
Thank you. Out. Then in. Big wide. Crazy blocks.
Me and Mace stuff.
Second soaks.
Oh wait, I can't swap. No,
Fade wide, followed by third soaks.
Oh, I got it.
That hurts. Why?
So where would I go there? I was just gonna.
Why?
So can you not end your spot in the original buff spot? There's no pattern you could have done to do that.
So if I go, does mid have colors? I can't see.
No,
What
mid,
hap-
mid is empty. That's the
Yeah.
point. Is that you
So
can
I
like
had- Oh, so it still resets it? Okay, if it still resets
doesn't.
it, then...
So okay, so it doesn't reset it. So if you have red, so if the first thing that goes off in your spot is red, then you are aligned fire. If your second clock spot is also like fire, you could go stand in the middle and essentially wait it out. Then it'll go off. You'll still be fire, and then if your third one is ice, you can go step back in, and then it'll cancel out.
So I had ice, ice, ice. No, what did you have?
I had ice, fire, ice.
Okay.
So I stay mine because mine
Yeah.
swap.
So
So you gotta find somebody with fire, fire, fire. If you have ice, ice, ice,
Okay,
you
so-
swap with them.
That is
So
not
what-
correct. That's not going to happen because
Okay.
all of the other ones are going to have purple. So what you should have done is the first one, you're in your clock spot. Second one, you would go to the fire, which was Gnome's spot. So both you and Gnome would be in a single
Oh.
spot, and then you would just go back.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. For some reason, I thought we couldn't touch. No touching. That makes sense.
Oh, I guess because the purple one has empty spots, or you can have empty spots in the second one. Then that's where you, I guess,
yeah,
would
purple.
get the opposite color.
Because
Basically,
in that case, Koa and I ended up having to soak that one anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it should work itself out, I guess.
Yeah, I
That makes
think that I think there's 4 possible patterns, and for 3 of them that works, and one of them apparently there's like no good solution, but I don't understand it. So.
Alright, so
Okay.
for me, yeah, I just go hug.
We'll find
Gnome.
out.
It's okay.
We do it
I think
again. Is there any other questions, by the way?
I think we have to move 3 because I got caught by Gnome Splash on the first mechanic. I think that's why I died.
So you just put
Was
3
Gnome on?
I believe Gnome was on B as Bravo, and then I was on 3.
3 can go south a little bit, and then can D go south a little bit?
Yeah, I guess so. So D can go like there-ish, and then
So
3.
long as one isn't closer than the others,
Yeah, I think that
because 2 and G.
Oh, I see, yeah. So basically, whoever's on 1 has to really be hugging the line. basically.
One, yeah, and D also just has to be hugging the north side of their marker.
Yeah, and I can go up a little, or I can go north just a tad.
Yeah, the people that need to be out, like, they can be way the fuck out if they want to be. Alright.
It's basically
Woody
impossible for A, B, and C to be too far north, right?
No,
Pretty
they can
much.
just be as far north as they want to be.
They can fuck off for all we care. Please don't. It's the healers. Please stay. We love and respect our healers.
Better.
Yes, Help, I have a Vuln stag.
Whose fault is that?
Not mine. It's mine.
Much as debuffs. 2 flexes. Go out. Whoa.
That wasn't right.
Pretty sure that someone that had a debuff did not move. Pretty sure Gnome had the debuff there and needed to move.
Okay. The purple one.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter if the boss is basically really in that case, right? I guess. I think you can keep aggro. I don't think I want it.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think the boss would just be turned
These
into
The
Worst.
back.
But he's got it. That's not
Oh no. It was me.
Alright, let's just die.
Yeah, in that case, I think Gnome can just go to D. I think it's fine.
I think so. I think because apparently, I mean, the enrage timer on this is like a joke. Like on the kills, people have like 5, 6 deaths, and they still easily don't even see the enrage.
Like
So,
historically, 1 and 2 should be puggable. So
Yeah, so like let's not worry about uptime. Like you can just run wherever you need to, and if melee can't hit, like sucks to be them, I guess.
I'm looking
So-
at the chart.
I think everyone should be able to melee from anywhere. I think it should be fine, unless they go to A or C. But I think that's covered. So.
I agree. Everyone should be able to just melee from anywhere. That would make this game way better.
I think
Okay.
one's the only place. Yeah. Do you think I could just keep tank stance on and just keep aggro because you do way more damage than I do?
Well, it depends on how your opener is.
Yeah. I'm trying to like leave in that
Uh,
thing for the tank buster, but I think I can try to use this.
I'm gonna get as much use out of this thing as I can.
Duplex. Oh, tank that.
Alright, so purple go.
Yep. That's bad. Yeah, that location is too close.
That's under than out. That's the stack.
Next thing, let's get aggro back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay! Not dead.
So right, left.
I'm clipping so much. This.
Ready for clocks.
This. Okay, so I gotta hit middle this time.
Okay, I got red.
This might be the critical.
Oh yeah. So I think we.
We're gonna go to your spot.
Do your best.
Yeah. I have no idea what to do now. Fuck. Purple at 3. I go to 2.
Everyone needs. Someone just left.
That's the crystal for sure, right? Like I can't.
Yeah, I
Look, man,
yeah I
I
had
don't
no
know.
idea where to go on that one.
So what did you guys? Let's roll back the video when we're not under time pressure and just look at it. I'm gonna refresh the page.
So we both had 2 of the same color and then a third color, the other color, right? I think it was ice, ice, fire for me, fire, fire, ice for him.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds really simple. So if it's fire, fire, ice, and then ice, ice, fire, is that correct? So if it's fire,
Oh, yeah,
fire,
would
ice,
swap
you would
once.
just swap once and then stay.
Yeah, okay.
So it would be north, south, south, and then south, north.
Overcomplicated it in a moment. Yeah, that's what we call.
Yeah.
Like for 2, we swap spots and stay there. Right?
Worth noting,
so
you
for
should
me-
prioritize. Oh, go on, Ez.
Oh, just I was fire and then fire again, and I wasn't sure where to go for my second one.
So for fire, then fire, you would go. So you start in your clock. Then you would go to either north or south, whichever one has the ice that is going off. So north center or south center, whichever one has the ice going off. Then for the third soak, you return to your clock
Oh
position.
no, we're
Who
not
stands
week
at his
one
spot
for
for
you
the
guys.
second?
Gotcha.
Okay,
For the second one,
I think we
purples
can do
are
this
people.
week one.
So the
Well, he doesn't have
purples
purple.
count. What?
No, all the 3 on the left and all the 3 on the right are always purple in the middle.
always, and you just don't stand
I
there.
like having the
They
tanks do
count
that,
as
though.
people.
They're basically, you can't stand in there, right?
Yeah, exactly. They
I thought-
insta kill you. It's full
I thought you
nines.
said you have like 2 fires in a row, and I was like, wait, that shouldn't happen. That makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think I had ice, fire, fire, and then you had fire, ice, ice.
Alright, it was 2. It was. I think I had ice, ice, fire. Or, yeah, you had ice, ice, fire. I had fire, fire, ice. Was that it? It was one of those 2.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, we just swap once. So there's one where we swap once and then stay. There's one where I would, if I get ice, 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 I go to mine, then hug you, then go back to mine. Yeah, I guess there's a third one we haven't seen yet. Okay.
In a lot of ways, you really don't need to think about what other people are doing. You just need to keep
Go
yourself
where you-
alive.
Yeah, that makes
And-
sense.
Yeah, that's really all that matters. Alright, we go again. Again and again and again and again.
For real raiders, we have memes and PTSD.
One flex. Not sure what happened there.
I think it snapshots the positions pretty early because I went to A, but I didn't have the marker on it like I normally did. So I might have just been too slow getting to it.
We probably ought to. Should we just die? I mean, we need everyone alive for
Yeah.
some colors. Let's
I
just
could
die.
probably get them all.
Take a lot of work.
Ezreal's not moving.
Oh my
Where is
god, I
it?
didn't realize I was alive. I'm sorry.
He accidentally did the mechanic right.
Well, what scared me was like he mentioned his internet earlier, and I was like, he's not moving.
Uh-huh.
He's not moving.
As you basically just Looney Tunes through that. That was really funny.
Oh look, a penny.
Okay, so for some reason I didn't get the farther away person marker. I don't understand why. but-
Yeah, so I had the red chain.
Hmm.
So the red chain, you go north, right?
Or 1.
You go on 1.
Oh, you could,
Okay.
you could go north, right? Well,
No, you
No.
cannot.
No.
Okay, so yeah, this is probably my bad because I had the red chain. Okay, chain, red chain south on 1, and then purple on D.
in that case, do I evoke? Or do we care if the boss just starts running south?
It's not gonna do anything. The only person who cares would be Koa, who stands on 3, so it would actually help him.
Okay, let's do that. I mean, yeah, let's not evoke.
Got tethered to the red on that last one, and that's why there was a huge splash through the middle.
Yeah, like I said, I think the snapshot for like where it checks your positions for that is sooner than like it's a lot sooner than when the damage actually goes off. Because I ran to my spot, but I didn't have that chain circle around me like I did the last few times when we did it right.
I love snapshots.
So you have to be quick to getting to where you need to go after the raid wide, I think.
Alright.
Let's
Go
go.
in.
My man Eric Bonios.
So what's like? Is he gonna end up being the next La Habrea? Is that like the plot of this raid?
It's me.
He does do the fire and ice thing that he does in the level 60 dungeon.
Well, no spoilers or anything, but I think he's level the same.
Yeah, saying.
I'm joking, I'm sorry.
No jokes allowed. Serious business.
We don't have fun here.
One flex.
I'll go to your spot.
That also looks wrong. Okay.
It worked.
Failed successfully there.
Okay, out and in.
Sick.
That's the stack one. Right. Left. Left.
Almost did it.
That's flare.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, was that too close to that flare? Ready to work?
Okay. Things happen.
Yeah, yeah. You want to
Okay.
north.
The Shining Cells is a heavy raid wide.
Oh, well,
The
goodbye.
hardest one to fight.
You don't say.
So be white, right, and then under. So on
Just-
white, right, and stay. Nope.
Right.
You're good. Right there. You're good.
I'm basically just healing.
Yeah, keep going, just so we can all watch this. So he's gonna do another set of the. Oh, he's gonna do.
Tank thing.
Yeah, so that is the flare.
I'll get away from you, I guess. Don't die.
So those are basically tank either lets it knock him away or comes back right away.
Left, then out, always on red. Left, then out, always on red.
Just gonna chill there.
Yep. Okay, next he's
Pretty
probably going to
straightforward.
do.
We just gotta execute better. Shambles.
Okay, so I can't remember what color I said, but I think the debuff is always on white and we stay on red. I don't remember what I said.
Did everything.
And Slam Shut is a heavy hitting raid wide. That's probably. It might kill now.
He's a warrior, come on.
Okay, next should be Fourfold Chains, which is the basically everyone gets one of the chain things, and we stand in like a plus sign and a cross sign.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Which I now need to check my diagram because I might have inverted the
Got
colors.
all of them.
You're fine. Just live.
That's a lot of chains.
Oh my! My
You can do it.
homeland's up in 5 seconds.
Come on, come on.
You got
Just-
this.
Oh,
Oh, so close. He had like 1 second left.
Well, I brought enough chains for 8 people, but there's only you.
Question.
Ye.
Would that X plus formation work for the first set of debuffs too?
I believe it does, yeah. Maybe. I think so.
I think I only
Maybe.
ever saw that one done, so I'm still learning this new strat. with the chains.
I don't know whether the strat that I'm making us do is the right strat. That's what I saw.
It's literally day 1. The right strat is still being made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the colors are inverted, right? Because reds target far away, right?
Yeah, well, no,
I am
yeah.
too stupid
Yeah.
to come up with
So
the
the reds
actual
should all be
answer.
in the
So
corners
glad we have
of
somebody
the
who can.
intercardinals, and the
And if they're occasionally wrong,
purples should all be
fine.
in the cardinals around the boss.
Yeah.
That way they'll target each other.
Can we? I'm trying to think of a better way to use the markers than to help that, but.
I mean, frankly, I don't know if we need the markers for the first part, but it doesn't really. I mean, we can keep going with what we have.
I think the only one I saw, well, because I just watched Xeno review, and they only had markers for the plus and cross. I think. I think that's what they. Well, they were also priming, so it would make more sense.
Yeah, in the video they only have the plus and cross.
I didn't
okay,
realize
sorry,
that
I'm checking my
make
notes.
you go is actually what you can
Are
type
are
out.
people opposed to just trying the plus and cross for the first set if it seems like a safer strategy?
Let me just save this.
So yeah, that would be. How do you know who?
Make you go,
So my thought is we just hard assign spots, and then anyone who, and then also kind of, so it'll be like melee inside, healers, and range outside,
melee, you know,
and then
like me.
we pair up so that if somebody has a wrong, like if someone's in a wrong location, they swap with their partner. So like if me and Greg are paired up, right, and I'm outside but with the inner color, me and Greg would just switch places. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So the melee, 2 melee or 2. So we basically have 1 fake melee in that case.
Is it
Right.
my usual?
Yeah. I would guess that Lena, Greg, and the 2 healers are all in the corners, usually. 2 tanks. And
Yeah,
then
I
melee
would
and fake
think so.
melee. And then I can swap with range, because like, at least my range combo is always up for that, it seems. So I can just chill
Let me at him.
if needed. So I can be the first. Well, no, Mary would be the first flex, and then I'd be the second flex.
I'm melee.
Okay, I'll be the first flex.
That looks like that's pretty close to what they have in the video. So just tell me where I'm standing, and I'll follow your guys' strat.
I'll be
Clock
Okay,
spots?
so yeah, well, I mean, clock spots would be a little off. We'd have to,
Oh, yeah, Mary
because
would
then
have to
like
go up
I
one.
would be inside.
Yeah.
But like me and Jin can be the far back corners. Like I'll take G, he can take 1, and then
Okay.
Greg and Lena on 2 and 3, and then wherever you guys are in the middle, I don't know. I
I'll
guess
be on D for
tanks in A and
damage.
C, and then
I'll be on C. Yeah. I'll flex
Hi, Dora.
first. So if we have
it's
one
the
person,
stuff.
on the, wait, how would you call that? But no, I think we only need 1 person.
I mean, we could just have our colors like 1A switch, B2 switch, C.
yeah,
switch.
that was my initial thought. Is like
Oh.
if, and
Like,
so
it might-
that.
It might fuck over the melee players, but
The melee player.
there's 3 of them.
But I mean, yeah, if it ends up being more annoying, we can change it up. But I feel like that seems like at least the most consistent way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. As a reminder, reds are outside, purples are inside.
So my C for caster then?
Oh no, I can stay C.
I think the tanks are A and C.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, if you're in melee and you get the red soak, so you have to be out. Just say
And me and you would switch.
Okay. I
So if-
understand now.
Because then, worst case, I have the close marker, we have to switch anyway. Or if like one of the other outer people has the close marker, then 2 pairs switch.
so either like 2, someone on 2 gets the purple, so like, oh, I gotta be in melee, so they say
Yeah.
yellow switch.
And red is out and purple is in, right?
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of my diagram. Give me like 5 seconds so I can actually change this fucking diagram so I stop blowing.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. I can't.
Yeah, just like no, yeah, red out. It's like you can't really associate those words.
Yeah, it's not great.
You gotta get in there, give him the purple flirp.
And I
Oh,
just,
man.
I don't know how to quickly do this, and I just hue, saturate, shift this, and hope.
To saturate red and purple.
This is not gonna work. There is no fast way to do this. Okay, fuck this.
Yeah, we'll remember. Red out, purple in.
It's fine.
I need to get a sticky note so I can write this down.
And then like one day we'll let somebody else do the callouts just for fun, and they'll get them backwards.
All right, let's.
But we'll still all do it right, and they'll just fuck it up.
Yep. It's me. I'll do it backwards.
Refresh food if you need to.
All right, we'll do another poll, maybe 2, and then we'll take a break. Let's go.
It's depending on how bad we do.
Yeah.
Just remember to call your color if you need to switch.
But my color is purple.
Just stick with it.
Okay.
About
The two markers.
B and T, B and T.
I'm confused. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought there was a marker there.
That's
Isn't Greg?
in and out. In
Just
and out.
gonna- Yeah. Optimal? No. Alive? Yes.
That's the flare. Right and left. Block.
Sandwich.
Perfect. That's the stack. Heavy hitting right away. Beyond red, right, then under, so right and stay. cluster. This is the stack.
Okay. That would be next 10 cents after that.
Okay, I need to use my anti-knock effective on that one.
The red left, then out.
Making it.
Time. So the debuff goes on white, everyone else stay on red. So Koa go on white, everyone else stay on red. Okay, heavy hitting red.
Heal me with that divine fail.
Some frog.
Resin 3. Orphle Shackles.
Okay,
Ah,
red, which
I
is
have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Great.
red is out. Red is out. Red is still out. Oh, does it happen more than once? It
Yeah,
does.
so there
it
are
happens like a bunch in succession.
there are 8 debuffs total, and 2 are going off
at any given
at the
time.
same time.
That's
One
why-
red, one purple.
That's why we have the positions.
Is it always gonna be like DPS one color, tank sealers one color, assuming everyone's alive, or can it be anything?
I do not know. I thought it was random. Was it that this time?
Because I know
I
I
don't-
needed to get out.
Because I was dead, so I don't know if that.
I had both colors, so I assume I got yours as. So I do not think that is how that works. I think it is.
I mean, we'll have
Random.
to actually get there with everyone alive to know, but probably not.
Because
I heard. I don't know whether they actually ended up doing this. I just remember Limit talking about a solution where there are 4 timers, and so like the fastest one goes on 2, the second fastest goes on. The fastest one goes on 1, second fastest goes on 2, and so on. But I don't actually know what the timers are.
No wonder.
Or do we just
Yeah.
stick to our just like we have our spot and we try and do in or out?
That one would have been a problem. Again, we don't know if it was real, but if Mary had out, I had out, so both C and 3 would have had to have been out. So.
No, I'm G.
Oh, you're G. Oh, never mind.
Wait,
Just-
yeah. Because I'm
Well, I
mean,
swapping.
that-
We're using colors to swap.
That scenario will occur, like almost certainly. So I don't know whether like I don't know if we have enough time to just adjust and hope for the best.
I suggest this poll, everyone just pay attention to the time of your debuff.
Okay,
and
yeah,
we'll
let's just
figure it out.
yeah, then we'll just write them down afterwards.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Does
Are we
everyone know how
gonna
to
do our 12:30 break?
Yeah, let's do that now. So we'll be
I
back
need some tea.
10 minutes, 9:43. Good stuff.
You're good stuff.
Thank you.
We're
Good
all
stuff
good
too,
stuff.
bud. On
You're
this
all my
day,
favorite stuff.
we're all good stuff.
And you kid of good stuff. All right.
Why does everything close now? Back in my day, the store used to be open 24/7. Why does everything close now?
Back in my day.
Seriously complaining that stuff closes by 11.
Yes, I am. I haven't had protein in 10 years, man. I just thought maybe I could get some nuggets or something somewhere. I don't know.
Did you know you can get chicken nuggets at the Barnes & Noble Cafe?
I did not. I'll have to drive down there sometime.
Neither did we until they showed up and they're like, you guys serve this now.
Well, nuggets are fantastic.
They're just like Tyson ones, like from the grocery store. They're not even like McDonald's chicken nuggets, which are greasy and horrible, but delicious, you know?
See, when you have fresh McDonald's nuggets, they're actually bis. If they're not, then they
Oh yeah, if they ever get a chance to cool off. Ugh. Like, I'll make my own, and those are pretty good too, but it's not the same thing. It's not heavily processed and full of salt. In fact, when I do it, I usually like crush Cheez-Its up to use as the breading.
Wow.
So it's still
okay.
pretty processed and salty.
That sounds intense.
My top tier chicken nugget making skills.
We should have a chicken nugget get together. I'll travel across the country, meet in one place just to make McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Just for Mickey D's Chicky Nugs.
And when I was like 8, those were like my all-time favorite.
Like, why would you ever get the hamburger Happy Meal when chicken nuggets were an option?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had one in probably like 5 or 10 years. My guess is they're probably still fucking delicious. That's my guess.
They are. They still taste really good, but it's just not. It's not the same as getting a better meal.
I mean, theoretically, I guess you could just get both, but I'm not that big an eater.
I basically just swapped over to buying a whole bunch of burgers and eating and forgetting the rest of it because the protein is more important to me. And the burgers are like $1 or something.
Yeah, just take all the buns off, make a giant burger. There you go. Less carbs. You still get all the protein.
The one near me will let you order a McGangbang.
I'm guessing no one remembered to just save the markers we were just using.
How do you do that?
You know I'm not responsible.
Alright, let me cross-reference this video again.
Yeah, I can probably save it. I have still 3 from Savage, so
Yeah, I can save it, I just forgot.
yeah.
Is there anything that's open now? There's got to be something, right? Any fast food
Taco
chain?
Bell.
They close at 12 here, apparently. No one.
Just go on what's that app called? That orders food.
Oh, I don't pay
Grubhub,
that.
Uber Eats, DoorDash.
First of all,
Yeah.
they probably don't order here. Second of all, well, no, they deliver exactly KFC. That's it.
Well, then there you go.
But
Well,
it's closed.
It'll show what's open, and then you can.
But the only thing it shows ever is KFC. So.
Oh wow, you must probably live somewhere like
Yeah.
with no people.
Alright, so before we start pulling again, let's talk about where people are supposed to be, because we very briefly mentioned it when we were talking about doing this cross-X strategy, but
So you basically just always go to your spot, right, and then swap if you need to.
yeah, so my spot is 1. Does everyone know their spot?
Is it our So it's not our clock spot, right? It's I'm D.
I'm A, and then I swap with 4.
No, you swap with the same color. You swap with me on 1.
Okay, I got you.
And then yeah, just whoever is on B, that's cool, right? Whoever knows who's on B.
Yeah, it won't be. Okay, and then if we swap, we just say like yellow swap, purple swap, yeah, blue swap, red swap. And if both have to swap, we scramble and hope for the best.
They just call someone like, you change places with me.
Yeah,
just
and then-
yeah, go on.
Well, I mean, two
And then-
different colors can swap and it'll be fine.
yeah, and red goes out, and then what if me and you? What if me? Or
That's
what
when
if
we
we're the same
scramble.
color?
If
If
we're the same
the-
color, we hope we just like
Yeah,
we just go out and hope for the best.
One of you
Okay.
has to like say, you have to look at like, so if say like Gnome, if you had red and so does Jin, you would have to then look at the person on 2 and say, hey, you swap with me, and then hope that they can actually do that, basically.
Okay.
Well, for the fourfold, we might be able. We were talking about for the next time we see fourfold, we want to all try and memorize our debuff timer. So at the end of the fight, we could just write them down and see where they go off, and then we could have the first person go on 1, the second person go on 2, the third person go on 3, the fourth person go on 4, like that. That's another way to do it. So this poll, if we get to fourfold, just try and remember just your.
I mean, I can check the
Debuff
VOD.
timer.
Would the debuff timers show up in the VOD?
Not unless you have the plugin.
No, debuff timer is.
Well,
Your
on-
on debuff timer will show.
on your party.
It won't show
yours?
your party members, yeah.
No, I don't have any plugins because I'm recording.
So we don't have that info yet.
You mean you don't have any plugins because it's against terms of service, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
because he's a good boy.
I'm a very good boy. I only play games that are for good boys and girls, and I have never drawn a nude anime titty in my life.
And on that note, let's pull.
How good a friend does someone have to be to get free anime nude titties?
Asking for a friend.
I'm asking. No, I'm asking for Luna. No, she's been bugging me about it. Sorry.
I can hear the deadpan through the text.
Oh, I forgot to ask about this. Sorry.
So you should be standing on 2 right there.
On. Oh, okay.
On
killed.
Yeah.
When
So
did we
under the
change that?
note.
That's what we were just talking about.
That's what we were just talking about.
Raising Mary.
Is this Anchor? Yeah, it is. Okay.
I'll have Swift in 7. I have Swift cast in my opener, so please don't die in the first 60 seconds. So left, then right. Get ready for clocks. Last clocks were really, really good.
Yeah, that's just-
I'm not
Yep.
gonna survive that.
Yeah, that's my bad. I
just
think
die.
I got confused.
Just die.
Mm.
Okay, so about those shackles, I'm so confused. So, do I always go to 2?
So yeah, you will always go to 2, and if you get the purple debuff, you swap with B. So you go to B, and whoever is usually on B goes to 2.
And you want to say it so that the person on B knows, like you say yellow swamp, and then the person is like, oh shit.
Oh, I thought that was for fourfold.
Yeah, so we are doing it for both. That
Oh.
was the thing that Ez wanted to test for whether it works for the first one.
Yeah, so if the 2 red are standing outside and I don't have a red debuff for some reason, I get the red one, so it like kills somebody. So do I just like get out or something?
So you do not have one of the debuffs. You are just standing there and you get a red thing. Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? That means
Yeah,
someone else is messing up, and if you run around, you're just spreading the mess up to someone else. So it doesn't really matter. Just eat the damage.
Yeah, the red circle around you means someone else targeted you, right? By standing
Correct.
here.
Correct.
Yeah, but since if I stand where I'm at, I'll kill someone because I'm in melee range. Like
Yeah,
I think I killed Greg and
I mean, at that
Do
point,
the-
it's like someone messed up and we all die, so it's like trying to solve it reactively is not necessarily gonna work.
Do the debuffs have different size splashes? Is that what you're saying?
well, the red one has a really big splash, so if I'm standing near anyone, it'll just kill somebody. And then even though I don't have a debuff, I still have an AoE around me.
So that means that we are doing the mechanic wrong, and we shouldn't try and find a solution for having it be messed up. So
Okay.
just do your best. Like, let's not waste brain energy on that.
Okay.
If that means that something's gone wrong.
Blame whoever messed up, not yourself. Yeah, I like that.
So let's try this again and actually get it with like everyone in their right spots and actually make sure it works before we start messing too much more.
And this is technically good practice for later on in the fight, right? You hope so.
I did something very wrong. Oh well. This got to be the most scuffed opener I've ever done. What?
Alright, let's die again. I want to get that actually to work. Was that a mess up in execution, or is that a fundamental problem in our setup?
There were 2 on C. Were we supposed to swap? Were we supposed to swap?
There should never be 2 people in one spot.
Is it purple in, red out?
Correct.
Yeah,
Purple
I
and
mixed
red out.
one right in.
Do you
Hey.
know what buff you had, Wa?
I didn't have a buff there. That's why I
Okay,
was like,
so I should have called blue swap.
yeah, I think for this one, I think you have to because there's
Okay,
only.
that's my bad. I'm sorry.
I messed that up too. I had red and I went in instead of out.
Let's just keep doing this. Like, if we mess it up, we'll just die, because I just want to actually get this correct.
We're gonna be the best at this.
Well, I mean, I assume we're going to have to be farming this for a long time. Like,
Yes. We are gonna see a lot of this.
Eventually, we're gonna have to learn the PF strategy. We don't have to.
if like a great guide comes out with like a super sick strategy, I would totally use it. swap that away.
I forgot I'm pushed to talk now. Ah, no. It worked?
That
works.
Yep, that worked.
Yeah, I
Keep
had to
going.
move.
So left, then right. Stack one.
Failure. I'm just taking this thing here.
Out, then end. You get raid wide, then clocks.
Sandwich. Not sandwich. What? Why? I don't understand.
This is a critical.
So we're gonna come. So does the damage down happen if someone gets it wrong, or
Yeah, if one person gets it wrong, everyone gets the damage too.
okay?
You can
So-
go ahead and die, probably. We
That
need
was,
to...
that was the third pattern that I've never seen. That was one color followed by two colors instead of two colors followed by one color.
So
So there was no way for you to be able to switch to south and make it work. It was impossible.
If
So I
you-
went-
What were your colors?
I think it was red, blue, blue.
So you'd stay put for red and blue, and then you'd have to move it to get a red from somewhere.
Yeah. What was yours, Gnome? Should I have just gone north?
Yeah, no, I had two of the same color, and then a different color.
No, do you know, was it red on top? If it was, that would have worked otherwise.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, yeah, I think so. I had to wait for the last one to swap then. Oh, that's the third pattern. At least I've seen it now.
Alright, we go again. I'm pleased to see the cross does work, though it does require voice communication, which is a bit chaotic.
It's the worst.
I also have to remember that I pushed the top.
Just leave it on. Just like have your mic be constantly hot like me, so you get to hear it every time I think out loud. I know you like it.
Fuck. Oh
I
god.
think you had to move there, Gnome, I think.
Yeah.
Are we dying?
Alright, just die.
Awful whining noises.
We need to talk about anything or just pull again?
No.
Alright.
Go again.
Do we need a full 20-second countdown? Can we reduce it to 15?
Should be able to do
10.
10.
I
Get
think
10?
someone has a 12, but...
Does anyone care about is 10 overruled by anyone?
Bug him.
All right. Then it is. Sure, gnome, we're gonna need to swamp.
That looks better.
Pick.
Pretty.
Pick the 2 seats.
Left with right.
It was really satisfying to get right there and see all the colors go there.
Under. Then out. In, then out. Flats. Hey. That's the stack. We'll be hitting raid wires. Red, right, then out. Next is Tank Buster. This is the flare. Ooh.
Oh. You vote right?
Right, then under, be red. Next is debuff. Debuff goes white. The rest of us stay on red. On Ez, so Ez goes white. Everyone else is red. Heavy hitting raid wire. Dog. Okay, so check your timers and remember them for after. But for now, we're just going to go on our colors. We'll hope for the best. not?
I was purple and I had 2 seconds.
So 2 is definitely first. So, so we have a 17. We have a 2. What else do we have?
I had, I believe, 2 seconds on red.
We have an 8. Anything else? I suspect the 6 and the 8 are the same, though it's hard to say for sure. I don't think they were only 2 seconds apart.
Right, so it is randomly selected. This is the best.
Did anyone see? We have a 2, an 8-ish, a 17-ish. There must be like a 12-ish, I assume. Alright. So, do we want to try and do the countdown method where the person with like a 2-ish countdown tries to go on 1, the person with an 8-ish tries to go on 2, the person with the 12-ish tries to go on 13, and the person with the 17 tries to go on 4? Or do we want to try and do the swap method?
I think
And to be clear, the same logic would work for the 2 on A, 8 on B, 12 whatever it's supposed to be on C, and 17 on D.
I mean, I think we're best off trying to learn the timers, like to look at our timer and know, okay, this is where I go. I think long
I agree.
term.
I think that's the best strategy.
Oh, hi, Kuro.
But
How
I'm
was
missing
it?
one
Did
set.
you
I
win?
forgot to look at mine, but
I did too. I called out to remember, and then I didn't. Like a pro.
Oh boy.
but so we're basically just missing one, right? I
Yeah.
don't know how do we interpret that. So we've got basically a 17, 8, and 2.
So I think
Yeah.
it's roughly 5 seconds apart, and so I think it's like
Uh-huh.
2, 8, 12, 17, something like that.
Okay. So can we color code it then, so that like the
Ooh,
first
ow.
goes to the red color? Well, I guess that works. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
red.
Are they a
it's
little
red
are they
first.
A little tough?
Then yellow, then blue, then purple. It's also
Oh,
counting
God.
up. So the first person's on 1, or the first letter of the alphabet. The second person
guys
is
will
on
be
2, or the
fine.
second letter of the alphabet. The third person is on 3, or the third letter of the alphabet.
And
Wait.
so to put that in the simplest terms possible, you have to look at what color you have. If you have red, you're going to be on the outside, and then you have to look at the timer of the debuff. If you have 2 seconds, 2 seconds is not very much time to react legitimately.
To be clear, 2 seconds counts down, and then it switches to a different debuff that has like a 2 or 3 second countdown that
Yeah.
then causes the animation of the chains to appear. Why they chose to do it in 2 sets of debuffs is weird, and I don't understand it. But it's just like an
Oh.
extra few seconds after the debuff.
I don't know if we're gonna make it clear
Right.
tonight.
So yeah, you look at
but
so
we'll
first
see.
you look at color, you know if you're out.
We
and
definitely
purple's in,
understand
red's
what we're
out.
doing.
Then
This
you
is
look
the
at
hardest
timer.
part, is what we're
2
going through
seconds
right
are very
now.
very short. Just means you go to the first number.
Everything else is
That's
pretty
a
simple, and
6
I've
for the
heard
second
that the
number for
enrage is
yellows.
really
Yep.
generous.
12 for the blues, and just a really long time, 18 seconds or something for purple.
And me and
Yeah,
the samurai
I
are
have
doing
it.
pretty good DPS. Greg's
That's I
catching
try to
back
say it
up.
as simple as
I think
possible.
we're gonna be
I'm sure
alright.
we'll have to see more times.
Yeah, and then if you're purple, you're in, and red, you're out.
Yeah.
Alright.
The tiles aren't
If we
bothering
can
us
get
at
through
all.
that, we're
It's-
basically
it's
golden.
fourfold.
Because like
Fourfold
there's
is what
only
we're
an
struggling
interpretance
with.
after that, and then it's shining cells. And shining cells is super easy.
Yeah.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Let's go.
I just 20 seconds on instinct, sorry, doing it so long.
Purple, so I go C.
What?
No. You're
What are you
completely wrong.
doing?
You should have been on A.
Oh,
Die.
And they're dead.
So for
Oh,
that one, we're
sorry,
just doing
sorry.
the colors.
Just die. Let's keep practicing. Just die.
Sorry, I haven't gotten purple since we're doing another strat.
Huh?
So you are always on one of the markers. So
But yeah, either 1 or A, right?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
No worries. We go again. 15 seconds. Are we doing 10 or 15?
10 seconds. Okay.
All right. 10 it is.
Thank
Speaking
God
of
for my
overloaded
extra
details.
stack.
Maybe you can do 5 custom.
No.
No.
Purple's
I'm
fine.
purple. Purple's out, right? Purple's in.
Yep.
Purple's
In.
in.
Purple's in.
Pull in, red out.
Which is in. Hey, holy, 1 death.
For some reason, these aggressive.
So
Because Gnome keeps staying out.
Gnome, you just like didn't go to your marker.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm still not getting. So if I don't have any, I just go to my marker.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Just die, by the way. We've got a lot of deaths, and there's no reason to stay dead.
Still getting used to samurai coat.
This is the part.
Yeah, so we're all
Okay.
staying at our markers. The only reason we're swapping
be
is if
frustrated.
the person on the inside has red or whatever.
Yep.
And they need to go
So
to
the outside is purple. All right. Go again. 10 seconds.
10 is pushing it for me, by the way.
We can do 50.
Maybe or 12 or whatever. Whatever's hot.
11.
Okay, 15 is this.
I still had a thundercloud.
So you're saying the 10 seconds was a good.
Saying it did some weird shit. Oh, I'm red, I gotta get out.
Red switch. Red switch.
I have cast times, I'm going.
No. No.
I don't have anything.
Yes,
I don't have it.
but I do, so you switch. Die. Every person's positioning matters. Everyone. So, when the red switch, you go out to the outside. And that if that means you have downtime, that means you have downtime.
Okay, yeah. No, sorry. I just need to see every single angle, I guess, before I actually understand it. I'm just like, I guess, having a tough time with this mechanic.
No worries. So do we need to re-explain it, or should we just keep going until we get it?
No, I think I got it now. I think I've seen it. I've seen enough of it where I understand it.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone sees every angle of it, eventually we'll just get it right.
I tend to
Yeah.
try to keep an eye on my buddy, just in case.
I keep doing 20 on autopilot, sorry.
I always got Wah in my eye.
Well, Lena wants 15 for her standard step, so.
Yeah, good point.
Ooh, that's a nice name for another scoop.
I'm not moving. We all suffer together. I'm a black mage. I refuse. Get this out from here. Let's see. Ezreal have red. We black mages do not move. This is the right of our people.
Beautiful.
Naruhodo. Fail.
Out, then in.
I love the sound of us hitting the ground.
Yeah, it's really satisfying. It's chunky.
Reminds me of a weekend at Wah's house.
So many ways to interpret that, none of them good.
I love it here. No, I'm not.
Right and left.
Good. I moved. And I didn't cast.
I think they're pretty okay. Maybe that's just me.
Doesn't make you a bad Vegas.
Easy. Easy time. No, I'm a sweet lady.
Flux.
We'll get there eventually. Middle. Let's fuck this up on purpose.
This is cursed. I can't promote.
There's-
I forgot it's. Okay.
Goodbye, Leylands.
I thought it was bottom up.
Hello, Leylands. Trash tier Black Mage play. Let's go.
Yep.
I'm fine.
Alright, just die.
I feel like I'm getting confused though. I keep thinking that it breaks from the top down, like it doesn't know, but it's the bottom up.
It's random. He does an animation that shows which it's gonna be, but
Oh.
My bad, I moved early.
no worries.
Third one.
The easiest way is to just look at your debuff after the first set goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. There's not like that much prediction you really need to do. You just kind of react.
And I've kind of learned, like, tanks, at least with this strat, are never supposed to move anywhere other than, like, north or south, so. Or mid, I guess.
Oh, wait. That got cancelled? Oh, god, I'm bad. It's okay. It's not like we're gonna clear this one. It says. Unless.
A really cool mechanic that works. Left. Then right.
What is this? Don't move, you say? Mind if I don't?
I feel like I tried, I get distracted. Fucking jump on headphones. Shut the fuck up, Luna.
In. Out. Flux.
If I plan ahead, I can probably get ley lines to hit the Tomies. I'm also about to die.
That'd be it. So this is Flare. integration.
We
I
did
don't know
it
how you can make that
the
happen.
right way. Here we go. Cells.
Heavy hitting, raise wide.
I have nothing left for it.
Red, right, be out.
This is evoke here.
This is a flare.
Oh. Wow, okay. I did not expect to do that mistake.
In, then right.
That was too close. Okay. Oh, well. It's just damage down.
Damn, dude.
It's bad, man.
Hard raising, I'm on red, go to white.
Okay. Be on white.
Turn stance off.
Sorry.
I don't have shit.
So, something on that.
I'm completely out of mana.
Yes.
Okay, this is the
Alright,
complicated
do your
one.
best with the... Okay. Countdown system.
Something doesn't look right.
Well, we had a purple outside, so
Yeah,
that's not
nobody-
right.
I had the red ring around me and like 4 purple tethers, and I was like, this feels dangerous.
Yeah, you have to react really fast to that, so we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I
Reminder.
did have the 2-second one, so I was not ready for that.
As a
Yeah, yeah.
reminder, red is out, route, and P is pin. Pin yourself against his body. That's my reason.
So for initial setup, we should go to all our assigned spots.
And
I think
does
we
that
should-
hit us immediately after the tiles are gone?
After the tiles disappear, yeah, he casts fourfold something.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had 13 purple. Did anybody have anything with less time in that?
I had a
Or
7.
more time? Okay, you had 7, and I think there was a 2. Was
I
there
had
anybody
I
with
had a
more
17
time?
last time.
17
Yeah.
purple? Okay, so I was, yeah, so I
So
think I'm
little
C, right?
time.
Correct.
Yeah.
the
Okay,
13
okay.
was D.
Okay,
Okay, so I
That
should
was-
have been on 2, because I was the red 7. But I didn't get there in time.
Yeah, and then 2 red would have been at 1. Yeah.
I think the way to start is we start stacked in the middle so that there's the minimum linear distance to the furthest possible
I do
location.
not like this.
Because if you
think
start
so.
on 2, you could potentially need to go to 4, and you may not make it.
We're somehow
Yeah.
overthinking this,
So
I
then
feel.
everyone stack mid, just stare at your debuff, then like react. ASAP.
Alright,
We'll see what
we
Party
do it
Finder strat
again!
shows up.
If we practice it enough, eventually it becomes second nature. But there's probably going to be a lot of.
If
really
we
bad
practice
misses.
it correctly.
True. Well, I mean, practice it enough, eventually everyone will do it correct, and I'm like, oh yeah.
That's not how that works.
Not. You beat your head against the wall long enough, the wall will break. I believe in this.
Jin's my kind of man. What can I say?
Thank goodness. I don't think that goes smoothly.
Gnome's gonna have to go out.
That was much smoother.
Dick. Left. Then
Not a bad better timing for me.
under, in, then out.
Look how slow this is. Something like that. Yes. Fucking genius. I want everyone to know I'm a genius.
I believe it.
I already knew that.
Uh-oh.
Was there no one north? That must be the curse pattern.
Yeah, I could. There's nowhere I could have gone there.
But you saw it.
I'm trying to remember what that was. I think it was, for me, it was red, blue, blue. But
So
then
we only have 30 minutes left, so I say we just keep going, beating our heads against it. I have seen on Discord there are people talking about how to deal with the curse pattern, and we can just talk about it tomorrow because we've got 30 minutes left.
Okay.
Because there's a I think there's like a 3 in 4 chance that we just avoid it,
Here.
and we can just keep seeing more of the
It
fight.
needs to go right there.
That's not supposed to happen.
I get punched in the face every now and then. That's all I do.
Oops. I'm not pulling this suckers. Uh-oh, I'm purple. Like, I'm purple.
Purple's
Which
in
is
your
in.
Salvage it.
I knew that.
Out.
Let's just get these ready. Yeah. Always be casting.
Right.
Here. Close enough. So close. Technically. Yeah. Here we go, Mom.
No curses here. That is flare. Flare.
Made it.
Raising.
I see what I get wrong.
Hitting red light.
Let's move in, please.
That's party stat.
Nice.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not
Super
be
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
White, left, be out. Out and proud, baby. Raise it.
That was a comedy bears.
Yeah. There goes all of my things.
Buff on white, everyone else on red. Nice. Big grade white. And we're gonna stack mid for fourfold.
Really direct.
Oops. I'm just not gonna worry about it. Let's focus on what I do here. Oh. Alright.
We did not react.
We'll
Oh,
be faster. We'll be faster.
It looks like they go out in a certain order.
I-
It seems like
We're trying to do tank swaps
like
for
the
meteor,
debuffs go out in a certain order,
but
or
we're
from the
also
boss,
occasionally just using the invulns to
or maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe that's when he starts casting.
so
not
occasionally when
debuffs
their
actually go
invulns are
out.
ready, that's what they're blowing
Pretty
it on.
sure
I
the debuffs all
don't
go out
know if
all
that's
at
right.
once, but
I'm-
then
I
they
don't tank.
trigger in 4 waves.
I am.
If we notice, like, it is specific, we can change later, but for now we're good, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would have, like, someone would have mentioned it online,
Nope.
or I would have come across it in the video if it was, like, some other mechanic we were missing.
Yeah, and I think I stood in somebody's spots. I had like 13, and I stood in 2. I should have been in 3.
Yeah, we'll get used to it.
I think I did the exact same thing.
I'm playing the game and inputs. I'm not garbage games garbage. That's good. Feels like always with so much.
Under. Down.
Yeah, so like there.
Left.
Uh-oh.
And right.
Hit it.
Next is Flux.
No. Failed. It's okay, I don't need it this time. Oops. My brain is just slowing down. This ain't gonna hide.
Buster party stack. Red, be left, be out. That's party stack. Left, under, red. Debuff goes white, we stay red. So Wah goes white, everyone else stays red. Heavy hitting raid wide, stack middle, forward. Two is first, then 8, then 13, then 17. Why did people move?
Why did people
Once the
move?
mechanic starts, you should be just staying exactly where you are.
I wasn't sure where, if I was in the right spot, then someone was where I thought I was supposed to be, so well, I might as well get to 4, because for all did anyway.
What number were you?
See, I was red 13. So
So you'd been in C, or 3, should have been 3.
Should have been 3.
I think it got changed. I wasn't looking at south where south actually was. Is that it was? I went to 4, yes. I thought, yeah.
So I was a red, my timer was 2, and Juan and I are both blue. So in that instance, I would have stayed out for 3, and then once Juan needs to go out, we swap.
No. So we're doing the positioning for fourfold is entirely different from the beginning. You have no set position. Instead, your position is determined on the length of the debuff. So if your debuff is 2 seconds and you are purple, you're on the inside, the first debuff to go off, the 2 seconds, is on the red marker. The second debuff to go off, which is the 8-second one, is on the yellow markers. The third one, which is about 13-ish seconds, is on the blue markers. And the fourth one to go off is 17 on the purple markers. So your positioning for the original mechanic is entirely unrelated to fourfold.
Gotcha.
Small, I think the last one is actually 18 seconds, but same thing. Just in case anyone gets confused.
Okay.
Well, the timer starts so quick, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it appears and immediately ticks. So.
Yeah. Like if you glance at it, it's probably 17.
Like I'm usually hovering around A and 1 just in case.
Yeah, and you always make sure you're facing north. That was the mistake I made. I was like, oh wait, this is not north.
Alright. Yo again! Yeah, you're right, Koa.
We are in our prime.
The only mechanic we haven't seen yet is the elemental color thing again, and the only difference is that time he does the ether flails at the same time. So I think that'll be pretty easy. But
Yeah, we'll just break through it.
We'll probably have healer LB3, but
I haven't been looking at the limit break. I don't know how far
We were at like 2.5 at that one.
Pretty fast. I think it's like 5 minutes.
There's 2 adjusts, I think. There's 10.
What pros? Out, then in.
Finally getting the hang of that transposed line. Makes me feel smart.
Right and left.
Maybe I'll break out. It's over that long. There we go.
First again?
Was that the top
Nope.
first?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the cursed one. I don't know what we're supposed to do about that.
Lead us what? No, we can't. I don't know.
Oh,
What do we do?
healers are dead.
Just die.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a solution on the fly. I'm like, ah.
I'm pretty sure the only way, what I've seen people talk about online, is they just sacrifice 2 people. I don't know why it's 2 to just have damage down.
Oh, well, no, yeah, the tanks could do it. The tanks could just go north south, have damage downs.
Weird system though. There's got to be like a solution, unless it just slipped through the designer's cracks.
Actually, I think
Or it's
in
an
that case,
airman situation.
in that case, no, let's just try and stay still at the time. I think we can do that. At least for I could have stayed still. I don't know if you could have.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just pop cooldowns, I guess. If you take the same color, you just get damage down, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll take a damage.
Completely float that over.
I used to pot. I've been potting like this whole time because I believe in it.
Such a waste of money.
I'm also practicing potting because I never did pot.
Out and in.
True. I am loaded.
No, we'll do 30 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We're not gonna make it.
Did you know Aspergillus is like regular things? I forgot. And I was like, oh shit. I guess I'll take a damage.
Your sacrifice is not in vain, thank you. That's flare.
Oh shit, I'm gonna.
Oh, you got sniped by. Okay, amazing.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna be on a different side.
What a night.
I'm gonna reposition.
He's gonna teleport in a minute. So it's fine. Oh, heavy hitting raid wave.
It hurts.
Don't worry about reposition.
Let me know when you shoot.
White out.
Be
Left.
white out. Just be white. It's just the solution to life.
Yeah.
Party stack.
Stand still. That's it. Pretty good. I guess I could try to make that.
Red, left, the under. Debuff on white, everyone else on red. Debuff on Koa. Koa's on white. Okay, stack middle or portal. Remember that we're doing positions based on stack.
So you're looking at
Device. A is north. Looks good. Looks really good. Fuck yeah.
Don't move.
Should be one more after this. Yeah.
Stay still.
I believe that's everything.
When you do it right, that's my favorite part.
Okay, red wide. Good job, guys. Now we just have to do, 40% of his health. I believe.
rinsing it. Keep
Alright, Luckbots. Do it like normal, but he's going to do chains in the middle.
I think tank self-damage guns.
Yeah.
Tank self-damage guns.
Go under, then out.
You can stay.
Under, out. Now go to your clock positions. I mean,
Killer LB.
limit break.
Yeah.
This works. Raid wide, you're all about to take a ton of damage.
Unless we don't move.
Okay. So after this, he's going to do the cage, and then it's just going to repeat this, and Enrage is somewhere in the cage. We will never leave the cage. However, I have never seen Enrage. I do not know what it looks like.
I know there's some
Shackles.
like repeated raid wide.
Shackles on white, that is Ez. Ez on white, everyone else red.
Oh, I missed this.
I can home ping. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's Flare.
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh, I
And we're
missed.
dead. We're dead.
Damn it.
Okay. Sorry, I should have said it a little bit sooner.
I thought I missed the provoke, and then you're like, "Oh, I gotta do it." So like, okay, I don't have to move anymore.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Alright, one more pull. We're doing it right now.
Last pull.
Last pull, baby. Let's go. Yeah, that was a really good pull, guys. Good job.
Now we pop.
Yeah, now we pot.
Now we pot. Wrong.
Wow, that was close.
Fine. Left and right.
Greg got
No
me.
problem.
No one else got me. I know Greg got me.
Oh, the net. Flux.
Rain is shutting down.
What's this?
Back. Glad it wasn't flare. Heavy hitting really well. Two right, two left. And out. Tank Buster incoming. It's flare, flare, flare. Under, then left on red. Glad everyone did right instead of left, like I said. Debuff on white, the rest of us on red. Debuff on me. Heavy hitting grade leg. Back middle for fourfold. Plays north.
Red out, purple in.
I think we got it.
Looks good. Just stay where you are for 4, please. Good job, everyone. You figured that mechanic out.
Potions are up next time.
Flux. For the record, the second soak goes off before his flails. Prioritize your soak before his flails.
Tanks take damage ones, I think?
Depends which ones go off. I can go to your side.
Cannot see what that is. In, then out. Soaks first. In. Whoa.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't understand why we just died.
Damn it.
Did something, was it, a purple didn't go off yet, did it? Or a thing didn't go off at all, did it?
I mean, we're done for the night, but I'm gonna refresh the stream and try and see what the hell just happened. That was really weird.
I think I may have missed my soaked, but because
Oh, yeah. One of the soaks was missed. Because everyone had damage downs. Okay.
Either way, we got through the hardest part of the fight, I guess. The full
Yeah,
check.
we did. That is pretty much the last hard mechanic.
I feel a clear tomorrow.
Oh yeah, easily.
Guess I'll buy some pots today.
Wow, we were really close to breaking my gear. Alright guys, great job tonight.
So
We
easy.
clear tomorrow, and then I assume we move immediately to 2, right? We're not grinding or anything?
Yeah.
Or are we?
I don't think we can.
We can't
We
yet.
can't.
yeah, it's a lockout. We can only get gear once per week.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
well that's that. All that's left is politics, so buenos
I think they
noches.
unlock